So yeah, it is recording. Wait. I think let's just wait a bit. Okay, I think it is recording. It is recording.
Yeah, I can see it on my screen. Ke dumela hore ya recorda ya.
Sure. How are you, Madam Chair?
Nna ke siame bothata ha bo yo itse ke tla be ke bua maka.
How is the lockdown? How's the lockdown that side?
Oh well, lockdown from this side, Yona, like it's okay. It's okay. We learn to survive. Kaka yona
Yeah.
lockdown. We learn to readjust, or you know what, from doing what you used to do to basically starting a new routine because of this lockdown. But mama haying, you know, it's always lockdown. There's not much.
Yeah, I was actually telling someone to say that I've been in a lockdown for the longest time, because
Yeah.
like in some places I think we have been in lockdown. It's just that it was not defined,
Yeah, that's true. Mama haying go busy like go Gauteng. So it's our lockdown, and we're actually enjoying it.
Yeah. So what have you been busy with in this lockdown?
In this lockdown, it's my academics, and I love reading. So I've been reading different books, and so far, and different programs that I'm planning to do after this lockdown, especially the ones that it is like a lockdown. We wanted to actually collect reading books so that we donate it to primary schools. So since lockdown, but we've been busy with it, and we're trying to actually create lessons online since we see they are changing.
Yeah, things are changing. We need to transition now. Yeah. Talking about
definitely.
talking about reading, like which books sort of stand out for you? Books that are like maybe after reading them you're like, wow, this book. Books that have changed your life in a way.
Yeah. The first book that actually in the one, The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari by Robin Sharma.
Yeah.
That's the first book that I started reading, and it spoke to me because that book is real. Like it speaks to real life as far what informs you as a human. It touches all aspects of life, spirituality, your dream. Like it just touched a part of alien I've been ignoring for a long time. So it brought me back home to say, hey man, you've been running away from yourself, come back. And that book really changed my life. It did.
Yeah. No, man, books are life, and I think, I was thinking about your posts the other day, the post that you actually do on Facebook.
Yeah.
Because those posts are deep, eh?
Yeah.
Like, you read the post and you're like, yo, like, what informed... Yeah, can
I
you...
love... yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Sure. Yeah, you were saying you love...
Oh, yes. I usually read deep reads. Ne?
Yeah. No, those your posts are deep, man.
Yeah.
Your posts are deep. So what informs... Because one other thing that I was always asking myself, is it correct if I say maybe you are a motivational speaker? Is that correct to say?
Well, we might say so, because even though I'm not saying I'm a motivational speaker, but someone would come and say, you know what, I'm actually motivated what you just said. It was not even being intentional, but I just, expressed myself in a way I feel I needed to at that point. And you find someone saying, no, you motivated me, and I'm like, you know what, let me be just me.
So
the message will do its work.
Yeah. So when, right? What motivates you? Like, what drives you? Because sometimes I read these posts and, I think about them and I think about their impact. Then I'm like, but the source, what motivates the source?
The source.
The source, What motivates the source? Like, so. Yeah.
I love the question every Buddhist because that is the most important question. In most cases it drives us. Well, the source is me actually dwelling deeper into myself. I want to know, Kgaugelo ke mang, you know, why is she the way she is, and I want to explore more of her. You understand? Because you find, in most cases, you find the Ben is just that smiley person, and you want to find more. Where does that smile come from? You know, that
laughter. Yeah. No, I get you. I get you.
So for the longest time, I've been assessing my character. You know, trying to understand why do I find myself in certain situation. Why do I find I've been assessing my character, and in assessing character, my being and all that, my roots, most importantly, my roots, I got to find no man. You know, as a human being, I'm that. What do they call it? Very old soul.
Oh, so you're a magogo inside, eh?
You know that magogo o ileng gore o tlhalefile before nako ya gagwe, but not because of she wanted to, but because of the things that she went through. Understand? Or you know, you feel like, no, I'm still young, I still need to do this and that, but you find yourself in situations they force you to grow up and open your eyes and search more deeper. You know, how to say, why am I in this situation in the first place? You know, and the source actually it's exploring who I am, and the more I explore myself is the more I find my power. You know, the power that, you know, that always, you know, God said we are great, and for most of my life I never believed that. I never believed that because of most of the things that happened in my life, the unpleasant circumstances to start with. But the more I just wanted to know and explore more of myself, the things that I can do, it's proved to say, no, God was right, actually. God was right. Yeah, God was actually. So the source is me exploring more of who I am, like how far I can go, and the other important source, to be honest, it's my spirituality.
Oh, sure. No,
my spirituality.
Yeah, no, I think the journey to self-discovery is quite important, you know, because I think it has a sense, it has a sense of direction in one's life. You know, you get to know, you know, your purpose in a way, you know, and all of those kind of things. So, let's tap into this. You know, you made an announcement, man.
Yeah.
You made an announcement, a big announcement, like boom,
big announcement, like
big announcement, man, big announcement. Can you just, you know, re-announce again? You know, can you re-announce again?
Re ke bue ka Setswana, re ke bue ka Setswana, buile ka Sekgowa. Dumelang bagaetsho, o buang mo ke Kgaugelo Matlhoko, ngwana wa Batswana o tswang ko Mogopa ko Bokone Bophirima, ba itse ka Northwest, rona re bitsa Bokone Bophirima. Nna ke tsenetse ba re ke pageant ya Mmabontle Miss SA 2020.
Mmabontle banna.
Yes.
Mmago Setšhaba o tsenetse Mmabontle bja bo Setšhaba.
Bona Mmatšhaba o tsenetse gore o itse ke bona Mmabontle wana ba bitsa pageant ka Sekgowa.
Yeah, no, that was a very great announcement. And so what actually prompted you, like what pushed you to be like, hey, you know, I'm actually going into this, you know, because it's a big pageant, you know. I mean, like, look at Buzo Zibini.
It is a very big
you know,
one.
Look at people like Basetsana Khumalo, Phekusi Khumalo. I mean, Basetsana Khumalo, yeah? Is it Basetsana Khumalo?
Yeah, that's Basetsana Khumalo. Me Basetsana Khumalo.
You know? And
Basetsana Khumalo should be on your case.
Yeah, I know. Hey, I've seen putting people into order in some interviews, you know. So like, what actually got you to that space where you thought, like, you know what, I want to get into this, you know?
It was when actually this thing happened a few years back. I'll check my journal for which journal was it.
Yeah. Oh, you're
one usually journal.
Oh, you're one of those people who write things down, and apparently, apparently that thing, they say the universe responds.
It does. And the way it responded yesterday, I was like, actually, a few years back, I wrote it on my. It was the first journal, my first journal. I was like, what is it that I wanted to? I remember I said I wanted to pass my academics with distinction. I wanted to be enter Miss SA and all that. And I told my sister about it. Everyone was thinking Miss SA and all that. And some of the things we say there, man, along the way, you forget. You actually forget.
Sure.
And my refill my sister and you always said Miss Essay. Why because now I can't already. I have a child, so you should not have one of their comments go so no, now at this point I can't. Why not you? And surprisingly, that like whatever that I wrote, and I came back to me to say, actually you said this. You actually said this, and I believe that was when the universe was responding to say, here we are. Then we want to see whether you are going to take this opportunity that we are giving you or not. You know, because that was the universe saying to me, it's time. You said you wanted this, so now it's up to you what you want to do. And I was like, you know what? Let me just do this. And I laughed. Miss Essay, no. It wasn't one of my plans. Saying what I wanted to do this. I was like, I found myself making a video. I'm laughing to say, you know, that introductory video. It was a requirement to say you must make an introductory video, share it on your social media platform. And I found myself thinking, hey,
Sijachapi.
You know, station earlier a few minutes to say, hi, I'm Kgaugelo Matlhoko. So yeah, it's one of the things I had to do. I had to do because the universe created that very same moment of something that I wished to do in the past. Now the moment is here, all I had to do was like, you know what, let me do this. Let me gather courage and do this because you know, it's worth it. It's worth it, Ben. It's worth it.
Yeah. So you know, with I think with pageants, you know, I'm one of those people who before I never took them serious, you know. It's all about, you know, promoting beauty. I didn't see the value in it up until last year with Zozi Bini's reign with the Miss World thing. And not only that, but what he brought, the message that she brought, you know, the whole thing of taking space, the whole thing of, you know, owning your skin and owning your beauty as a Black woman. I mean, her winning that pageant with a short hair, it just says a lot. You get what I'm saying? So she went there with like a message, with a message. So you yourself now taking this journey, what is your underlying message? What are you bringing, you know, to this realm? You know, something that you'll be bringing out to the public through this pageant.
What I'm bringing is, we always say to people like, be yourself and all that. But most of the time, the influence is, you know, to be yourself, you have to do 1, 2, 3, 4. And which is wrong. Be yourself in your way. And what I'm bringing is, you know, embrace your authenticity is the most important thing. Embrace your authenticity is the most important, in a sense that, and in a sense, you know what, in your authenticity, Ben, that's where your creativity comes in. You are in tune, you are aligned. So that's when, like, so many, you can do so many, you are empowered to do so many things. But when you are not authentic, you'll always try to source things out, things that are not actually working for you as an individual. But in your like authenticity, you know what, when I feel like doing this is what pushes me. You actually draw from a source, it's you, and it will always be filled for you to draw from, understand? So that's what I'm bringing to the people, and hence I took the video with my Duke to say, here I am, the video African Queen to say, I am going for it. I am actually going, this is being authentic. So authenticity, that's what I'm bringing to the table. You occupy your space with your authenticity to make your own mark.
What do you think? Because Sure, because authenticity, as you say it, is quite important. Being authentic in oneself, and we live in a world whereby there is a lot of things happening. Some of them they take our attention. Some of them drive us to points or to spaces that are not our authentic spaces. In so many ways, I feel like we drift away from our authentic self because of societal norms, of societal standards, and everything like that. How do we then redirect to finding our authentic self? How do we tap into that authentic me? You got what I'm saying? How do you actually now get into that?
If Ben, your intuition say just wear your duke, shoot that video, and enter Miss SA, that's me being authentic, because that's intuition. That inner person. That. That inner voice inside of you, that voice that is so much powerful, but in most of the time we disregard it, and when things get out of hand, we don't even know where to go. But then the voice has been saying, no, Ben, just wear your duke, just shoot that video. You're actually, bringing something into the table, and when you are not aware. And some of the people ask themselves, why should I wear a duke? Most of the people enter Miss SA, Kamiriri, the weaves and all that, they're African. There's nothing wrong with that. But me, this is my authenticity. And I had to, go out there with my duke. Oh, this is me. This is Madam President. This is Masi Chaba. And this is how I'm going to enter Miss SA, That was the inner voice saying to me, be real, girl. Wear the duke and go over there and take space. It shouldn't be about the norm. No, people should take space only if they are looking in a certain way. Only when they are in, dressed in a certain manner or something. Just be authentic, and I know for sure it's going to work. It's going to work, because each and everything that you do contribute something positively into the society. And you might take it for granted to say, Nakatuku, like what am I saying? I'm saying I'm taking space, and my space is me in my crown, in my duke.
Powerful. Yeah, powerful, man. Powerful. Now, what is that thing that in this journey of Miss SA that you'll be advocating for? And I think one of the things that Zozibini was sort of speaking much about, that she was advocating, and she's still advocating even now, was women leadership. That women must ascend, to the leadership arena. So you have been a leader yourself. You are a leader. You have led in various capacities, and surely you have a take on women leadership and the challenges there that they are there and everything like that. Maybe before we go into what are you going to be advocating for, let's just deal with this thing of women leadership maybe for a minute. I've been in spaces. I've been in spaces in leadership where I observed, the undermining, of women leaders. So as someone as you who's leading the province right now, the chairperson of the PEC for the ZCC Student Fellowship, surely you see these things every day, I assume.
That's true.
So what are those, you get what I'm saying, in your own analysis, and why do we have sort of this kind of dynamics whereby women still have to prove and reprove themselves over and over again to be like, actually, I'm capable, I'm a leader. You get what I'm saying? What are the dynamics? What is your take there?
Let me really speak about my journey, because I experienced that firsthand, and even when I nominated myself, I once told a special friend of mine to say, I'm going to take that position. And he was like, no, you lie, I'm going to take that position, and you are so confident. God, I am so confident, because my inner voice saying, go for it. I'm this person, whenever something doesn't feel right, Ben, it doesn't feel right. And for as long as that means I have to be the one who stands up and say, no, this is not right. I have to make it, because otherwise I'll always feel that way, and it's actually useless. You can't feel something as sharp yet you're not doing anything about it. And I went, honest. I remember it was on a Saturday. I went, dressed in a manner in which I felt confident, hold my duke there.
Dressed in your royal
self.
self.
That shoes. in I'm royalty for that matter. And Carola transport, I call my stilettos the transport, because of they are the ones who were transporting me at that point. I had to feel comfortable. Car transport. And I went. And, people came to me. People came. No, man, we think it is best if you take other portfolios. And I just laughed. I remember that day. My spirit was so intact, in a sense that I did not feel intimidated. I did not in any way feel intimidated. And people came to me to say, you know what, why not take other portfolios? Because we think there's a suitable person for that position. I'm like, no, this is mine. Whether I win or lose, I lose with a satisfaction, or I went for what I wanted. So we'll see. That's your vision. That's what you see. But that, it's what my intuition told me to go for, and I'm going for it. And I did. And just to share what happened, just taking the courage of going for always what I wanted to do. In that event, Ben, I got the position uncontested. It sounds like mutlolo, but it's true. Only because I took courage. I did not let anything, move me away from what my intuition told me to say, what, go for it. Even though the situation did not seem for it will work, but just go for it. And when it got to my position, where people were nominated for my position, first round, who do we nominate? I was like, Kgaugelo Matlhoko. They was like, do you agree, Kgaugelo Matlhoko? I'm like, I'm available. They said, no, go outside. I went outside. And then says, second nominee, no one. No nominee. Third nominee, no nominee. But I just tell her to come in. And it's one of the things I'm sharing this because I want to show you the importance of following what your intuition is telling you. That inner voice is saying, go for it. Even though circumstances does not support or does not say, no, you are going to win. Just go for it. And from that day, I learned one. I was actually afraid. It's normal. It's normal. But the only way to overcome that is to go anyway. Go anyway, even though you don't know the outcome. Just go anyway. And me sharing this is to inspire other ladies who actually give up to say, no, I'm canceling my name. I don't want to be listed for anything. I wanted to, but now I have changed my mind because of the other voices outside. So me saying this to you, Ben, is to show you the importance of knowing who you are and letting your intuition, you thinking, Ben, do this. It's guiding you. It's actually guiding you. And after that, everything was fine. Everyone was happy. Especially ladies were happy, and they felt, what, we are well represented. We admire your courage. And that was just the beginning. And I went and we started to do the work. That's when we saw Korea. No, Diabo want that. Diabo, where in other environments, a woman was not actually allowed to just stand and say, hello, we are here to facilitate whatever that we had to facilitate at that point. To you, they see it as if you're just something, you are not supposed to be there. And unfortunately, I have everyone on that defensive mode. You need to say, I'm standing. You cannot say I should move. This is my position. I am standing. And it always helped me. And it was always helpful because it was defending. It was actually defending the potential that I see in myself, or you can do it. You cannot let someone else say, move, we cannot listen to you. So many things have happened, but I stood ground. And in standing my ground, I was like, I'm not going to be someone who I am not. I usually call myself Kelisedi Kiakhanya. And it's simply because I believe that for you to make a difference, and for you in a different lens, it's just to be yourself. Be that light. That light, the true you will actually change how they see you. You know, you don't have to go around and say, "No, I'm a great leader. I can do this and that." They know. It's not like they don't know. They know. When I just be true, just be just be. You know, you just radiate that, and people will change their mind along the time. You know, but the main important thing, Corey, regardless of at the beginning, just stand your ground. Just stand your ground. Even if just protect that which is yours. And it's unfortunate
Yeah.
for it. It's unfortunate for it. It's not like that for everyone. It takes courage. It takes
Yeah.
courage. You know,
Yeah.
we've got messages from other ladies around to say we wish we had your courage, and I always say to them, you have it. You have it within you. You have it. You just want to go with the norm. You just want to be in a different, to say no, she's a good person because of she's staying away from things they are not supposed to do. You know, then a woman thinks, no, I'm regarded as a woman only if I'm not going. I'm not going against the norms of the society. Then I'm a woman. I'm a good woman. I'm like, no. You know, when God designed me, he had that unlimited, the infinite thing to say, you know what, my child, you can go through, like beyond boundaries, Ben. You can go beyond boundaries.
Yeah.
To be just an ordinary individual, just pursue whatever you want to pursue. He's within us, and we can do anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
That's
that's the sad part. Yeah, that is the sad part of what other ladies are going through. But I did this. One of the reasons I did this, I entered Miss Essie, was to show them, for you know what, you can, you can. Considering the fact that we are from an environment, it's a very disadvantaged one. It's you meet so many challenges, especially where I come from. Where I come from, it's Ben. I don't want to lie to you. Honestly, the environment that I come from, it's really disadvantaged. But I didn't let it steal away my dreams. I just told myself to do what I am going to go for, whatever that I want to be. Go beyond boundaries. So yeah.
Yeah. Go beyond boundaries. I think that's very profound. That's very profound.
Yeah.
So let's just track back. As to what will you be advocating? What are the things that you'll be advocating for in your journey in this pageant? Is it leadership? Is it women leadership? Is it education? Like, what is it that maybe is close to your heart that you feel like this has to shine through my journey and probably through my reign?
I'll be advocating for quality education and empowerment.
Sure.
So women empowerment is very broad, and it's close to my heart. I believe you have seen where I've started my book club, to be close, like create an environment where, we can empower each other in different manner, like I believe that we can do different things as women. We are not gifted the same. So I am creating a platform where you can shine even if you are not a public leader. You can shine even if you are just, owning your own business and, doing your own thing. There you are your own leader and you can shine. Hence that women empowerment and quality education. And for someone to be empowered, you need, quality education. Quality education, Ben, is important. It's very much important. Just for a person to take a book and read, you need to be able to read as an individual. Hence, I'm advocating quality education because it goes a long way. It goes a long way, Ben. Just having, that ability to take a book and opening a page and go through it, reading, being able to read. Because the reality of the matter out there is that people can't even read. They cannot read, and not because they are not smart, but because they did not get the quality education they wish they had. So me having the book club, I'm introducing that thing, you know what, we can be able to come together. You know, you women in their different powers. You know, I might be a leader and you might be something else, and it's still okay. It's still okay as long as what empowers us is powerful, which is quality education. So that's what I'll be advocating for.
Yeah, no, that is advocacy there. Advocacy is best.
Yeah.
You mentioned something about business, you know, just right now, and I know that you are also a businesswoman, you know, a fashionista, you know.
Yes.
So perhaps you might just also share, like, what is your business, and what do you do in your business, and you know, the story of your business, man, in a nutshell.
I started my business in 2016, so it was actually passion pushing me. At that point, something just said, create a Facebook page. I did KM Royalty Clothing. I did, and at UP, I had a friend. I still have a friend actually, photographer yaka Bongani Mtimunyene is a photographer. So for Instagram ke Bongani yeah, if I'm not mistaken, but more Facebook ke Bongani. He's a very good photographer, and I was like, Bongani, I have this few clothes right here with me. Can you just come, raise a photo shoot, go Union Building? It was our first, you know, and I started to be creative. I just took the clothes. Some of them I bought the beads, African beads from the ladies' body dirang, the head wraps. The head wraps has always been the it thing.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, I'm into business. Let me just get a photo shoot, you know, just showcase my business and what I'm about to offer into the world. And I did. And Bongani Mtiani just said, no, it's okay, I'll do that. And the first shoot, it was for free. It was for free. Even though KM Royalty make it to the world, they'll always know, you know what, the first shoot, Bongani Mtimunye was free. It was actually free. So he actually supported my vision. He was like, no, I don't have a problem. Let's go and arrange and when. And it was on Saturday, I remember go Union Building. And my friends from UP came. I remember we had models. Most of them were my at UP. And they actually volunteered to model. You know, we're like, no, we are with you. Let's just do this. And we did. It was a very, 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 very a successful successful photo shoot, and the pictures can tell, or you know what, yeah, it was actually successful. And that was me starting, you know, that was me starting for following my passion, to say, just take this and that, do this and that, like take yourself to the world to say, this is what I do, this is what I do. And it was 2016, and I continued. However, at this point, because of the challenges, steady gaming, but not forgotten, the brand is up and running, you know. I'm still doing some things there. So I am KM Royalty, and we are all about clothing, you know, the beauty, clothing, African clothing. We are embracing ourselves in our African identity. Yeah, that's basically my business.
You know what I like about your business, right? And I remember we once had this conversation at Pick and Pay. You know, and yeah, what's the name? Hey, what's the what I like about your business is that, and it's a thing that I always argue, you know, and I always say to people to say, we are, you know, ladies are fashionable. You are fashionable. You love fashion, you know, but now in our passions and in our love for whatever, I feel like we should create things we love rather than having things being created for us. Like you see now, a lot of ladies love Dukes, but they don't own the market of Dukes. And for me, that's a problem.
That's the thing.
You get what I'm saying? I feel like is an African identity, and I feel like African ladies should actually make sure that they own the market, you know, because it's you know, we have situations, a lot of situations whereby, you know, we love certain things, but we're not the ones producing them. And for me, it's always like, it's not right, man. You know, we need to do something about that. So that's why I like about your business venture, in a sense that you are actually saying to us to say, you know what, we need to own up to this. This product is our identity, and we need to embrace it, and then we need to own this market. And for me, I think that is actually very, 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 very strategic, and very productive going forward, especially for our people.
That's so true.
Yeah.
That's so true.
So, just maybe out of interest, you know. Yeah.
Interest, that lotta.
Yeah, no, but actually, you know, there are certain things, man, that myself, when like people have a certain, you know, I don't know if I can say judgment, or but people have a certain sort of, when they see me, they have their own preconceived judgment, you know, that maybe I've had things like you look strict. I've had things like you're serious, man. Hey, you know, I've had things like you know, you look like outstanding, you know, you get what I'm saying. So, like, taking that to you, like, what are those sort of misconceptions, you know, that you feel like people have, you know, about you, maybe that maybe you just like, but no, guys, this is not me. But people have this, you know, thing that, okay, maybe you get what I'm saying. Do you have those?
Yeah. Like I've got so many, and sometimes they're markers to say no, that's actually not me. Most of the people will just say, when you look like you said, you are not easy to approach, and I'm like, why would you say why would you say that as if I'm the most? Why would a person think, no, and now you are always serious and all that? And for a last time, why a person think that? And what to understand, people see from different lenses, you know, and that's okay. That's okay. And I always said, no, man, there's nothing like that. There is actually nothing like that. And maybe it's true. Maybe it's true. Me having to think about it, or maybe it's true. And to some extent, those misconceptions are true. For for an example, the one there's a moment where I just don't want to be around anyone. And me being at that moment, like, there's no smile, it's just me being me in me, like listening to me, and you know, and a person who cry at that moment, she looks like she looks strict or angry or something like that. And you are lost in your own world, and you don't want to entertain anything outside of your world, or understand. And to some extent, it took me a long time to believe it, but I for now I believe it. Or there's a time I just need to be with myself, and they are not wrong to say that. When it's true. It's true. At that point, maybe like I'm born today I didn't. She's not that bubbly person but it's not always. There's that moment, and you must actually like try to assess her, but why would they say that? You are going to find a little bit of the truth, a little truth in that. You're going to find a little truth in that. Just try and assess
Nah.
we discover at the later stage. Actually right, but But the other misconception go around, like you look shy. Other misconception, like you look so shy. You wonder, where do you get the courage to actually go for something this big? And I'm like, no, it's not being shy. I'm a very reserved person, Ben. I love my space. And that I cannot lie. I'm a very reserved person. It's not like I'm shy, I'm reserved. But I have that personality where I can lie everyone, I'm there. You know, I am there. But there's that time where I'm thinking I just need to be with myself, because that is my nature. I cannot dispute that. That is my nature, and I need to nurture it for me to continue to be me.
Yeah, I see.
Those are some of the misconceptions to say. And
I see. So you're doing education, right, Madam Chair?
Yes.
Yeah. For me,
yes, I can hear you.
You can hear me, yeah. For me, I have so much respect for people who do education, because I think that, for so long, I feel like the stream of education has been undermined, has been looked down upon.
That's true.
But then it's one important, important profession for the development of the nation, So I just want to, assess this with you to say, like, when you went for the education and you being passionate about education and driving you about education, what in your analysis right now, the state of our education, and what do you think we're missing, because our public education, it has been, people have been having a lot of dissatisfactions around it, and all of those things. There's always those kind of things to be like, but so as someone in the profession, what do you think we are missing in the whole arena of this education sector?
The most one thing we are missing, Ben, in this sector, okay, the foundation.
Sure.
The foundation. So I am a foundation-based teacher. I deal with the little one. And most of the time when I go to my practicals, yeah, when I do my practicals, I get to see, the real world of children, say, because they spend most of the time at school. So you find that at an early age, we are killing that seed at an early age by how we actually tender that seed. We are killing it at that. You find most of the kids, high school, the confidence is already dead because of they killed it from the foundation. From the foundation. So teaching takes a lot. You need to have passion for it. You need to have love for it, and you actually need to want nothing but the best, because teaching is serving, according to me. That servant leadership, it's serving, Ben. It's serving, taking your time and actually molding someone's child to be the best. It takes a lot from you as an individual. It takes a lot. But I want to believe that you would not go into a professional you believe you don't have what it takes. When teachers went into that field, they believed, I can do this, and you need to have patience, because I learned so many things about myself through engaging with the kids. I learned so much about myself through engaging with the kids. And one thing that I've realized, children are like they're just free spirited. Let me put it that way. They're free spirited. A child can come to me and say, no, ma'am, get a builder or a plane. And I'm very, very careful on how I respond to that child. I'm very much careful. And I would say, no, you can. Like, how big is your aeroplane going to be? Like, you see the response. It's just inspiring more confidence into the child to say, you know what, you can build the aeroplane. The question that I'm asking, or how I'm answering you as an individual, it should actually inspire you, to actually have passion in whatever idea that you have as a child, And I was saying, no, man, how big is it going to be? No, it's going to be big. The whole South Africa in it, And that on its own, it's confidence, and pure confidence, Ben. Pure confidence, And I always say, the foundation is very much important, because what we planned down there, the result is what we see now. And we cry, like as a South Africa, we cry. When we go along, we see kids, babeta teacher. That anger is not only from home or the environment is baba experience the abuse. But there are teachers out there from actually the foundation. They just said one word that crushed your world, you know, to say like that a person can just say you carry that with you in other grades, and you are not inspired to actually behave differently or look forward to your learning different, simply because that is engraved in your memory to say no, I'm not style. And those are the things we need to really take care of as teachers. Lynn Nike include myself, because I am a professional. I'm including myself in there. So it's very important. The foundation, it's something that we need to get right. And for us, for the education department to get this right, not only education department, for the entire leadership in South Africa, they need to support the teachers in the foundation phase. You know, they need to support. You know, foundation phase, like children in primary schools are most needy ones. Then if your parent doesn't have money to take you to the most expensive school, you get to experience those are some of the things. One of the initiatives of government, they give to the schools. You know, it should be a norm where we give. This is one of our norms. We give uniform, we give books, reading books for that matter. One of the reasons I started this thing of collecting books is because I saw there are primary schools telling Adina reading books, and that's why the foundation, the reading equipment are important. You know, we build. So not for Wanaba not to have those things, actually that's where we are crushing them, you know. And I strongly feel like we need to tender the foundation, you know, tender it in many ways, support it. It should be the priority. It should be the priority, Ben, more than anything. The focus should start there. So I'm saying, you know what, the foundation, we need to get it right.
Very profound. Very profound, man.
Yeah,
very profound. And
you know, the reality.
I always say that there are certain professions that are a calling, and teaching is one of them. You know, I feel like there must be that calling, because you're dealing with human lives. You are actually put in a spot whereby you can make or break someone, as you have alluded.
That's true.
You know?
That's
so true. Yeah, that's so profound. That's so profound. Look, man, look, you know, we you know, no. But I think maybe, you know, the parting shot should be, we actually wish you all the best in your journey for Miss SA 2020.
Thank you very much.
You know, and I think, you know, it's a very big step, and I think that, you know, we should not be worried about the victory, but the journey itself will have a lot of impact and a lot of influence. Just you saying, I'm entering Miss SA 2020, that's in itself is speaking a lot of weight, is speaking a lot of influence, is speaking a lot of impact. And for that, I think you have a good, you have a very, you know, powerful journey lying ahead of you. So we will be with you one step in every step of the way. So just in closing, you know, this conversation has been a bomb conversation. Just in closing, what message perhaps that you'd like to leave with us? Like, you know, you are that person, you know, a wordsmith of words. You know, you know. So yeah,
you know, I also want people to tap from the best, you know, and for them to tap from the best source is to tap into themselves, you know. You know, take this time. You know, self-discovery journey is very much important, because that is your power right there. You are missing your power that is within you, you know. So tap into that. We need that power, because I believe that each and every one of us has a piece of a puzzle should make the entire society be complete. But because we cannot tap into that power, to be, you know, tap into that inner power that tells us, that guides us, that actually, you know what, inspire us and give us courage, we are unable to do that. So, you know what, take this time. It's very much important. Tap into that power and you'll see wonders. you'll see wonders. It's not because I'm special when I entered Miss SA 2020. It's because, you know, I tapped into that power, and it gave me courage and passion to say, you're not only doing this for yourself, but for other people, you know, be that beacon of hope, you know, to other young ladies who have lost their self-confidence because of so many challenges or whatever issues that they might have come across as individuals. So I want to say, tap into that power, tap into it.
Tap into that power, you know.
Tap
Thank
into
you.
it.
Thank you for the someone. Thank you for the someone, you know, for the thank you for the someone. Look, it has been great talking to you, and hopefully, you know, we'll have more of these conversations as you move along the journey. But yeah,
Definitely.
thank you very much for,
Definitely.
you know, affording me your time and being here, and for us to
Thank
do
you.
this. Yeah, so yo, thank you, man. Thank you. Enjoy your day. Enjoy
No,
your
you're welcome,
lockdown
Ben,
there.
and
Yeah, yeah. So this.
thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. No, let's move. You know. Yeah. No, thank you so
You
much.
got to keep moving.
Yeah, we have to keep moving. You know, we have to
You
keep
got to
moving,
move.
and we need to have these conversations so that we can have
Yeah.
our own narrative. You know, we need to have our own story, you know, and
That's
own
true.
up to the
That's true.
story and everything like that. So conversations of this nature, for me, that they're very much important, because we learn in the process, you know, we're informed in the process, and no man is an island, you know. So
That's true. That's true.
yeah, so thank you for this, and hopefully we do this some other time.
Definitely. No, thank you so much, Ben. Have a lovely day.
Sure, thanks.
Ciao.
Ciao.